Warning. Warning. Rogue supplicant has entered Dovebrook District. Aberration threat level, Calamity. Aberration name,
Black Birch.
order of the Department of
Guess he was
Aberration
after the
Defense.
Herald as
All
well.
units must begin evacuating civilians from the surrounding
Birch,
area
the masked
immediately.
fool?
Warning. Warning.
The one who turned
Rogue
Gotham
supplicant
City
has entered
upside down
Dovebrook
not long
District.
ago?
Aberration threat level, Calamity.
Only two
Aberration
supplicants
name,
are left in the
Herald of
games
Death.
now.
By order of the Department of Aberration Defense.
In other
all
words,
units must begin
we
evacuating
are the last
civilians
hope
from
for
the
victory over
surrounding
him.
area immediately.
Just like those legends I grew up with. A hero confronting a monster to protect everyone. Now that responsibility falls to me. I will take him down. After that, I will repair the Express myself and see it fly over the horizon and break out of the atmosphere.
What a beautiful sight that will be. Then consider this the first world to be saved before the journey on the Express begins.
The very first stop, then? It'll certainly be quite memorable.
Kurokawa. きっと失ゲ魔を倒しに来たんだわ。仮面の愚者の黒カバ？少し前にゴッサム市を大混乱に陥れたあの人。もう聖越者は2人しか残ってないのね。言い換えれば私たちは今あいつを倒す最後の希望よ。小さい時に読んだ英雄のお話みたい。一人の英雄がみんなの前に立って怪物と対峙するの。今は私の番ね。あいつを倒して自分の手で列車を修理する。そしてそれが地平線の遥か彼方大気圏を突き抜けるのをこの目で見届けるわ。素晴らしい光景ね。それならここを列車の出港前に救った最初の星ってことにしましょう。ここが出港前の最初の駅。本当に思い出に残るものになりそう。この生臭い匂い。行くわよ。
美しい。二層楽園で咲き乱れる花々。聞こえるぞ。俺の神経の末端で奴らが踊っている。なんだ、まだ足りない？そうだな、もっと絵の具がいる。もっとだ。恐怖の叫びで朝食してカテコールアミンの本流で暴れ死にたい。リーダー、俺は証明する。あんたの研究は方向性から間違ってるとな。この地熱こそ生命の終点。地肉の同胞はここにいる。アハトピアを貫く大木がそうだ。俺は彼女になる。彼女と一体化する。いやあ、彼女を超え食らい尽くし唯一無二の存在になってやる。おや、新しい色だな。目にも鮮やかな弾けるような深紅。これが俺に足りないあの色なんじゃないか。さあ絵に加わってくれ。そして俺となる人類の進化における最後の意思生徒だね。
待ってくれ。 あの日の夜の終わりに失下魔を倒し、請求列車を再び走らせたというのか。俺は姫子の勇気を信じている。姫子ならきっと死を前にしても抗うことを選ぶだろう。だが君は病弱だったはずだ。聖越者たちを皆殺しにした失下魔をどうやって倒したのか、壊れた巨大な列車をどうやって修理したのか。君には不可能というのが道理だろう。だが協力者がいたなら話は別だ。慌てて否定する必要はない。ここに来るまで十分に探らせてやっただろう。俺にも少し時間をくれ。
Stop right there. So, you actually conquered the Herald of Death and set the Astral Express in motion once more at the end of the blood-stained games. Himeko, I believe in your bravery. When confronted by death, you will undoubtedly choose to resist. But you were so frail and sickly. How could you possibly defeat the Herald of Death, who slaughtered every single supplicant? And how could you hope to repair such a massive, stranded express? Well, the answer is clear. It would be impossible for you. That is, unless you had another person helping you. Don't deny it yet. I've been tested by you enough along the way. So now, give your father a little room to breathe. While I was gathering your belongings, I found some of the manuscripts you left behind. There were 2 distinct sets of handwriting upon those pages. Every trace in that house proves that 2 people once shared a life there. Legend says that during the Canvas Age, the grand artist Whitebow painted his late daughter onto a scroll and breathed life into her. Just suppose, that my brilliant daughter created a likeness of herself, a self-portrait so perfect that it breathed and moved with her. If that is the truth, then every mystery is explained. During that night of the blood-stained games, a girl at death's door and an imagination she created followed the trail of the Herald of Death all the way to Dovebrook. As a monster bearing Shuhu's flesh and a supplicant lost to madness, Marcus Antali defeated the pair before him without lifting a finger. Driven by pure instinct, he slowly closed in on them. He intended to use their very lives as pigment to paint a new bloody bloom. Little did he know that he was walking straight into a trap of their design. The moment he drew near, a massive iron fist was imaginated from the sky above. It crashed down and crushed into dust. It was the night of July 22nd, 1984, of the Arcadian calendar. A colossal shockwave radiating from Dovebrook district shook the earth. As the dust settled, a strange urban legend found its way into every corner of the world. Over 10,000 sightings reported a giant arm descending from the sky that evening. In the hours that followed, the Department of Aberration Defense confirmed that the Herald of Death was completely incapacitated. Theories were endless. Was it a divine act by Aha? Or a weapon built by the IPC? No one knew for sure. Yet the silhouette of that giant remained etched in every mind as a testament to heroism. It was just an arm. Yet beneath the brush of a girl who yearned for the stars, it became an extension of humanity's reach. The girl achieved her dream, and the stars set sail once more. Truly a most romantic fairy tale. And now, unfortunately, I have to destroy this fairy tale myself.
You don't believe me?
I have no idea who you truly are. But that little girl who longed for trailblazing, my frail and sickly daughter. From the very beginning, Himekos never left plain Arcadia.
That is not something you should joke about.
You know better than I do whether I'm joking or not. By the way, things outside aren't looking good. The Arcadia is drowning in problems. Is it really wise to stay here instead of helping the younger crew members?
Those kids are all grown up now. They can handle their mission. And as for myself, I am staying right here to deal with the biggest problem of all.
少女は夢を叶え、列車と共に星空へと旅立った。極めてロマンチックなおとぎ話だ。残念だが、そのおとぎ話は打ち砕かせてもらおう。
私を疑ってるの？
君が何者なのかは知らない。だが、あの開拓に憧れていた小さな女の子、病弱だった俺の娘は、姫子は、最初から二層楽園を去ってなどいなかった。
笑えない冗談ね。
これが冗談かどうかは君が一番よくわかっているはずだ。ところで 外の状況は芳しくないようだ。楽園はひっきりなしにトラブルに見舞われ続けている。後輩たちを助けに行かなくていいのか？
あの子たちはもう十分成長したし、任務をやり遂げる力を持ってる。私は一番の厄介事を片付けるためにここに来たのよ。
Are you intending to stay here until the outcome is revealed?
It might take forever for him to return, or he might never come back at all. Or maybe, if I just complain and say, I wish Blade were here, he'll just show up. Anyway, it was his choice. We already said our goodbyes. Thank you for staying with him until the very end.
Now, it is time to deal with your matters. Gray-haired girl, you seek me out with her token in hand. What is it that you desire? I don't quite follow. Our first meeting was just before we took the boat here. I only answered the call of wish power because of that mask. The one painted by Evanesia. Without it, I would not be here. So, who is this me you speak of?
「結果が出るまでずっとここにいるつもりかしら？」
ジンが戻ってくるのはずっと先かもしれないし、このまま二度と帰ってこないかもしれない。それか、ジンがいればよかったのにってぼやいた瞬間、ひょっこり出てくるのかも。ま、これはジンが自分で選んだことだから、お別れだってもう済ませてある。ありがとう。彼の最後を見届けてくれて。
それじゃあ次はあなたの問題を片付ける番ね。足毛の少女、彼女の信頼の証を持って私を訪ねた理由は何かしら？何を言っているの？船を出して迎えに行くまで私たちは初対面だったはずよ。あなたが比叡の描いた仮面を持っていなければ、私も眼力の召喚に応じることはなかったわ。あなたの言う私って一体誰のことかしら？
Me, of course.
Not you again. A meanie will always be a meanie.
Misfortune and I share one thing in common. We both enjoy dropping in uninvited. A reunion after 1,000 years. Graphia, it has been a long time.
Asat Pramad.
Back at Ingford Hermitage, what you heard was only half the story. 1,000 years ago, amidst the ruins of Ahatopia, I found a baby girl on the verge of death. Her cold, lifeless body reminded me of the legend of Elation. Aha heard an infant cry and burst into laughter. Too bad I never did get the joke. So I came up with a much better one. I infused that child with the power of destruction, giving her the rebirth of a Void Ranger. I taught her to paint her monstrous beasts using the life of the veracity as pigment, all to carry out the Legion's divine will. Graphia, your name was your commission, to paint the world and carve a trace of our lasting glory just before the world meets its destruction. You were doing so well, right up until you saw that express crash. It gave you ideas, Graphia. Unrealistic, foolish ideas.
Since that day, I have had nothing to do with you or your destruction. Your failure began the moment you tried to destroy the Express. All you did was turn the spirit of the Nameless into a rallying cry for rebellion. I took the power you forced upon me and used it to save the innocent. You commanded me to record the end of worlds, but instead I created a sanctuary.
So, you think putting on a human mask makes you one of the trailblazers? How amusing. Look at yourselves. That weathering curse is still eating away at you and your kin. It is the inescapable price for being a child of destruction who dares to betray her fate. World and canvas, a total disaster. Yet you still tried to dress it up as a victory. Do you know why I haven't spared Ahatopia a single glance for an entire millennium? Because you bore me. But now, things have changed. Someone far more interesting than you has returned. And unlike you, she is the real deal. A genuine Nameless. That is why I have returned. Simply to tell you all this.
Himeko?
I've had my fill of this drama. Now, I'm dying to see how your face handles my fist.
For 1,000 years, I have painted them over and over again. Every innocent life you extinguished during the Sind Earth Age. Tell me, Asat Pramad, are you prepared to face their fury?
I have more important things to do than linger here. But this little parting gift of yours, why not let them have a taste instead?
クズはどこまで行ってもクズだね。またあなたなの。
俺と不幸には似たところがあってな。どっちも呼ばれてないのに来るのが好きなんだ。1000年ぶりか？グラフィエ、久しぶりだな。
貴弱。
ああ、そういえば前にトガセインで話した物語はまだ半分だったな。1000年前、俺はアハトピアの廃墟で死にかけの赤子を見つけた。その冷え切った体から俺は優越の伝説を思い出したんだ。アッハが赤子の鳴き声を聞いて大笑いしたってやつをな。だが残念なことにそれの何がおかしいのか理解できなかった。だからもっと上等なジョークを考えてやったのさ。俺はその子に壊滅の力を与え、ボイドレンジャーのように生まれ変わらせたんだ。そして貪欲の命を絵の具にする方法を教え、凶悪な巨獣を描かせ、レギオンの使命を遂行させた。グラフィエ、その名の意味は世界を描くだ。栄光が存在した痕跡を刻んでほしい。世界が壊滅を迎える前夜に思いが込められてる。あんたは実際よくやってた。列車の墜落を目撃し、身の程知らずな幻想を抱くまではな。
あの日を境に私はあなたたち壊滅と関係を切ったわ。列車を壊したことがあなたの失敗の始まりだった。七死人の精神は反抗の旗印となったのだから。あなたがくれた力で私は罪のない人々を救ったわ。あなたは世界の破滅を記録するよう言ったけど、私は天国を作り上げたの。
人間の仮面をかぶれば開拓の一員になれるとでも思ったか？目をかっぴらいてよく見てみろ。風化の呪いは今もあんたとその末裔を燃やし続けてる。壊滅の落とし子でありながら運命に逆らった罰ってやつだ。絵の世界だって無残な大敗をよくも勝利したかのように美化できたもんだ。この1000年、俺がどうしてアハトピアを放置してたかわかるか？あんたがあまりにも退屈だったからさ。だが状況が変わった。あんたよりずっと面白いやつが帰ってきたんでな。彼女は本物の七死人だ。あんたと違って。だから俺はここに戻ってきた。ただこれを伝えるためだけに。
姫子のこと？くどくど話が長いんだけど、今すぐその顔ぶん殴ってあげる。
この1000年、私は幾度も書き続けてきたわ。人土時代にあなたの手によって奪われた罪なき命をね。貴弱、彼らの怒りを受け止める覚悟はできているかしら。
おっと、あいにく大事な用があるんで、そういうのは遠慮させてもらう。せっかく用意してくれた選別だが、代わりにあんたらに楽しんでもらうとしよう。